Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkis, and today is our Sunday box opening.
Hey!
Hi!
We had to think for a minute because we are coming to you from the past.
Yeah, we
Into
pre-filmed
the future.
this.
Pre-film, because if you hang out with us, you know that we are at QuiltCon. In
Yeah.
fact, flying home
We're flying home right now.
today.
Mhm.
So hopefully you have spent some time with us over the past few days. Hopefully we've sent you some footage over the past few days as we've
Hopefully
met
it's
new
awesome.
people and we've shopped and hung out. We don't know because, again, this is...
We're
assuming
on
that
it.
that's what's happening. And if you're new here, I guess I should always start with that. I haven't been saying that lately. We are a mother-daughter duo. We have a quilt shop in Central Washington State. We sell everything online that you can find at fabricpatch.net. And then we have tutorials and classes and all kinds of things. We do quilting cruises and a book club. I don't know. We've branched out. You can
We do a lot of
go
things.
across our menu board and you'll see we host retreats. We have a retreat facility for your group. And then we do these box openings. We do them Sunday afternoons at 12:30 and Wednesday nights at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
We probably could do 4 a day. We
get
get
a lot.
enough boxes, but you wouldn't want to hang out with us that much. But because
That's a lot of computer work for me, and
it's a lot. She's the one
it's
who
already a lot.
puts it all in and yeah. So anyway, so we'll visit just a little bit and then we have a lot of boxes. There's some big boxes. Do we have more backing fabric, do you think?
Yeah,
These are big ones.
these are long ones. It probably is.
And we have some a bunch of Free Spirit boxes and we have
And if you watch us, you know that we've been going through a lot of 108s at the moment. But 108s are like feast or famine. I mean, there
Yeah.
are considered basics of 108s from different companies that are like a really cool, like filigree. And you can always get those in like six colors no matter what. But the ones we're getting in now are usually those one and done ones.
Yeah.
That once the butterfly is all gone, that's all we're going to see until they
Yeah.
put up with another one. So it might look like we're getting so many, but you'll see if you look in 4 months from now, it's going to look way different or slim pickings.
there will be times when it's like there's not a single red back there or not a single blue back there.
It
And
changes
so
fast.
typically when the fabric reps come and we order, it's like, yeah, we'll take one of each color. We'll take one of each color. And so it is true that all of a sudden we'll get one box after another box after another box. But if there's a quilt that you're working on, and I think I mentioned, I don't know, maybe last Sunday, that what I always get for backing fabric is I get 3 yards. 3 yards is going to give you 108 by 108. So if you have, if you're kind of not sure how big your quilt is going to be, you'll have enough to make sure that you even at least have enough for a king size quilt. And if you have leftover backing fabric, it's on that same gray good as your regular fabric. It's still 60 square, 100% cotton, quilt store quality. It might feel a little bit different because the finish has a little bit more starch than the rest of the stuff and not as many softeners. And that's so that it stays nice and stiff as it goes through those rollers that it goes through. Oh gosh. Okay. So more of the stars, more of the,
Yeah. So 5
this is
more.
just, because again, if this is Wilmington or whoever it was that was here, we would have ordered every color.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 more.
Let me get plastic off real fast, and then I'll show you without all that extra noise. Okay, got the plastic off. We haven't seen this one before.
Huh?
So
What's
this
it
is
called?
Color Field. We have this in 42 in like every color, or did have. But Color Field, you might recognize it.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I love the texture. And it really is just 100% cotton. I know it looks like you could touch it and it's going to be, tweedy and feel like a couch. But no, it's just
nice. Super
beautiful. Again, 108.
If you like Tim Holtz, that kind of what's his name, Seth Apter.
Yep.
It's similar to that.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
And any of like, I feel like Sue Zipkin flowers.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's the same colors. You're going to have to go more in the dark instead of her light and bright, but I feel like it's the same color and kind of that
It's
cutesy.
pretty.
I think we've seen this texture before.
Yeah.
It's a little stitching and kind of like a cute little feather on a marbled medium gray. I think we have light gray back there already. And then this is a darker gray. I'll put them up together for you. So, super cool.
And then you think there's another color?
I think we already did see it.
You don't think it's like this end of it, like a dark gray, like a charcoal?
Oh, I thought it was lighter.
We
I don't remember.
You may see more.
This one is color 99.
Mm.
And this one is color 90, if that matters to you, if you like those. And then I
And
think
we always mention, you know, if you happen to be getting your backing at the same time you're getting something else, and if you want to say, hey, is this the right blue? Hey, is this the, we love to look for you. We love to help you with that. And we've always warned you that if you don't tell us and we think that something doesn't match, we may call you.
Anyway.
And so people will know to say, I know these don't, it's different
Just happen.
projects. Okay.
Yeah.
But, you know, we worry.
And I think we saw this texture last week. It's navy with some more brighter blue dots with white irregular stars.
And the one last time was black. We did, there's already black, or there was black, red, and white.
White on white. Yeah. And then, this one's the same as these. The same kind of feathery stitchy piece on kind of a beigey yellow, kind of a wheat color, I guess. Pretty with gray stitching.
Awesome.
That is the new 108. All right. I'm just going to stack these, I think, behind us.
All right. And then I'm going to show,
Want to show those?
yeah, because we opened these. So, and I have a little demo that I want to do. So let's see, we'll be back this week. So hopefully this Wednesday, maybe we can film it, but I want to show you, a fun little project, made with half square triangles. So I'm going to use this ruler, but, we've showed you this before. We were in and then out of stock and then in and then out of stock. And, as of right now, we have,
a little bit of it.
we have everything. We have the AB, which is the, up to 6.5 inch half square triangles. And, it's 2 sets, one for half inch increments and one for full inch.
This
and then
one,
this one,
the original one. Do you see that little picture there? That you get the big and the little on the sheet.
Yeah.
The one we originally showed a couple weeks ago. Have that one.
Yes. So we have this one, and then we have this size and we have this size. So there's a D and there's a C. So they're all kind of described. And what is the difference? I keep squinting.
Okay.
I don't know where my glasses are.
Slotted trimmer D is 1 3/4. Oh, I should probably finish size. 1 1/4 inch finish half square triangles to 7 1/4 half square
Little bit
triangles. Finished. So your pattern's going to talk about that. And then this one is, I cannot read that one. The sticker is right in the way. It goes to 6 3/4. So my guess is it's 1 3/4 finished to 6 3/4
And will it
finished.
say this online?
Yes, and this little leaflet is your little instruction card too. And yes, I will make sure that it says slotted trimmer C and the 2 sizes, the range of sizes for you, depending on what your pattern calls for of what you're supposed to trim your half square triangles to, will represent what rule you should get. And if that is confusing to you, buy the one you think you need and put in your notes, say, hey, I have to have, I don't care how many, 86, 4 3/4 inch finished half square triangles, and we can say, yep, this is what you want, or nope, we're just going to give you the D one, super close.
Call it good.
We can make sure you get the right one. Yeah. If for any reason there's other questions we have, we will call you. So make sure the phone number you have on your order is correct, yes. Or an email address is correct, or in your notes, just say, hey, I don't even know if this is right, but here's my number, text me. Because we can always text you and if we have any further questions. But usually if we know the basic information, we can double check you and make sure you get the right one.
And if after all of that you have no idea what we're even flashing
there's
here,
that.
So I kept trying to interrupt. And what this is.
Stop talking!
I know. And I don't have mine here that's open to show you, but what it is a really awesome way to make half square triangles. So we demonstrated it, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago or so when they first came in.
Snip in that little demo.
Anna, put in a little, because we did it at the end, because of course, and the other thing to mention is that somebody had said that, they couldn't see. Of course, this is all cut on an acrylic, and there's this little white paper on the back. Peel off that paper and then you can see through. But the idea is that you're going to do all of your sewing and then you line this up on the part that is already sewn before you even do any pressing. And you not only square it up, but you also cut off your little dog ears.
And then
which
you
is
press
really, really nice.
And then
press
block
it
together.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And we were
It saves you a good 45 seconds per block. Let me just tell you.
And that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That adds up.
Yeah.
I think it could save you more than that.
I think, yeah, it's,
I think it
because,
could save
think
you.
about
I think
how
we should do a
you
little.
regularly trim
Uh-huh.
any block, whether you're squaring up a regular quilt block
Mhm.
or you're squaring up your house or triangle block.
Mhm.
It takes a lot of time to line it up. Even your first 5 take a lot longer than the rest of them, but line it up,
Cut
make
one
sure,
side,
flip,
turn it, cut one
reset.
side. Oops, I cut that wrong. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It is a pretty awesome tool. So we kept, and now I feel like we have enough in stock that we can once again talk about it. But, and also again, next week, I want to show you something. I want to show you kind of a fun way to make a whole bunch at a time, a little different technique.
Yeah.
And then also I have a little free pattern for you. So anyway, that's
Fun.
coming up. But
Yeah.
for those of you guys, that
And
have
they're
it.
slotted trimmers by New
Slotted
Leaf.
trimmers.
New Leaf does not go through it through a distributor. So if it was something you like, talk to your local quilt shop about them.
Mhm.
But let them know it's New Leaf, and they may or may not know them, but they are a sole proprietor. So you have to go directly to them, and they'll make it happen.
And we also mentioned somewhere, maybe in Fabric Chat or something, that you can find them on Amazon. On Amazon, they are more expensive than they are here because I think Amazon takes a cut, and so, I don't know
it
who's
makes a
selling it
difference.
there.
Yeah,
But then the other thing is there's one that looks the same.
but it is not sold by New Leaf.
It's made in China, and don't get it. $10. It's $10 wasted.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have accurate measurements, don't even
we've
waste
seen,
your time. We've
we've-
seen it.
We've had people come in, and the lines are not even remotely straight.
No. And that will be true of any of those no-name rulers that look like it's a specialty,
Mhm.
ruler. Don't do it.
Because those rulers
do it.
are like $23. So if you find a too good to be true price, it probably is.
It's too good to be true.
Yeah. So, okay, moving on.
All right, moving on. And then I wanted to mention one other quick little thing. So oftentimes when we do our box opening, we stand and chat for, I don't know, hours before we open any boxes.
Like last
Wonder
Sunday.
What day is it?
Today is Sunday, the 23rd.
Are we still on Sunday?
We're on a new Sunday.
New
now.
Sunday.
My clothes are getting really bad.
She also is coming to you from into the future, from the past. I don't know, I get kind of confused. But I wanted to tell you guys something. I want to show you this picture that I found. So I have been on this poncho bandwagon for how long now? For as long as I've been cold. So since October, I've been on the poncho bandwagon.
Years.
I
She's never
love
gotten out of the
my
poncho.
To hide my hands, bring my hands out. I just think it's the smartest thing ever.
thing going on.
You can hide little things in there. You can have things in your pockets and bulges, and no one knows anything. Anyways,
Sign language.
I know. You get so many reasons why ponchos should have never gone out of style.
This is true.
So, and I did hear you found it right. The ponchos actually are coming back in style.
Tracy did, but yes.
I believe it. I believe it.
I mean, if corduroy bell bottoms are coming back,
I know,
ponchos are right around the corner.
ponchos are way better.
Gauchos.
Gauchos.
Gauchos. Yeah.
Gauchos, which now they call skirts. Right? Isn't that the same thing?
No, I had gauchos that were,
Gauchos.
Flouncy pants.
yeah.
Well, they're
No,
flouncy
they
short
weren't like
pants.
palazzo
Yeah.
pants.
Oh, like palazzo. Okay.
Fla- flouncy
They
short
went
pants.
near mid.
Well, yeah, but
Skirts
what's the
are back.
difference between a skirt?
A skirt
How
is
is a
shorts.
skirt different?
A skirt is shorts under your skirt.
Oh,
And that's been a thing for always.
yeah, you're right.
Kind of like Paisley.
Paisley is a
We
skirt.
put two good things together. And
Like a spork. Never
Yes,
we're gonna run
a
a sport
spork.
or a fork.
Yes. Well, let me tell you.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I have been, I'm gonna admit it, almost irritated that people
Ooh.
are not. I know, almost
No, I'm
almost
I'm
that.
excited for you.
that my
There's
irritatedness-
gauchos and a poncho.
Oh, yeah. We'll put this gauchos and a poncho. No,
Look.
no. I just think that ponchos should not be that hard of a sell. No, right?
I
I
don't
mean,
think
it's
they
not a big
are.
deal. And then I think the last time that I was whining about this, we had talked about the fact that both Brianna and I saw the young couple that, I mean, really young couple. There was two young kids.
Oh yeah, wrapped up in their little
wrapped up in their blankety
$2
blankets.
blankets. says
$2
that.
blankets with their
Get a coat.
pajama bottoms and their
And up here, It's always cold. We have like 3 places right here in downtown Ephrata that give away free coats all year long. Hats, gloves, whatever
All
you
year long.
want, any
Hats,
size you want.
gloves, and coats.
Free.
That's right.
So you don't
That's
even
right.
have to buy one.
There's no reason for you to wear your bed.
No.
But anyways, again,
Ponchos.
well, let me show you. Let me show you what they're now selling. That something that everybody needs. They keep
What
selling
are
out
they
of them.
renaming it?
I think they're calling it I don't know, a bed coat. I don't know what they're called. Let me look. Let me
Oh,
find the
it's
picture.
not
of
a
it.
poncho.
I had to find a picture.
I'm just waiting for whoever high-end designer decides to do a poncho if they're going to rename it. As
What
a
would you call it?
What would you
umbrella
do?
coat.
A what?
I don't know, an umbrella
Oh.
coat?
An umbrella coat.
I don't know.
How do I?
I'm just,
Sorry, I have too many things open.
Well, it looks like Walmart is ahead of the game because
you can buy ponchos at Walmart? Is it
just
Okay.
That's cute.
it's a cute one.
Oh, that's really cute.
That's at Walmart?
Yeah,
At Walmart?
that's what it says.
How much is that?
Cute.
$25.
It's from Styles I Love. Woman's Autumn
That's awesome.
knitted tassel.
I like
$25.
the colors of it. and
You can get it
style.
shipped to you by free by next week. You can get it Wednesday.
Okay, so I want you guys to see this.
I want to see.
Oh, I mean, he looks
What
like a
the heck is
warlock.
that?
I don't know. Straight off
He's
of
like
set.
He's like that.
Brady knows exactly what it looks
Friar
like.
John or
Friar
Friar
John.
John.
looks like Gandalf.
Right
Yeah.
off set. Look at the
That's
colors that it
also
comes in.
Walmart. Pretty.
That, I'd wear that.
Oh, that one's really
I like
pretty.
that.
That's on clearance.
That's only $6. Oh, $46. Is it
No, $6. Yeah.
$6.
It's on sale.
How many do they have? Let's buy them.
In multiple
Add to
colors.
cart. Buy now.
Look on your Walmart app, guys. Ponchos.
So we're gonna put this in here. So this is like all the right. So look at what, and they're talking about how cool it is because it's just a fleece underside, and then it's this.
I mean, I
whatever.
could make that out of a fleece blanket.
Well, but would you wear that?
No.
No.
That's a
I mean,
costume.
it's a costume. It
I would-
is
I don't want to make a
Friar
hood.
Funny. No, and they were. I mean, it's all the thing. It's all over Facebook.
No,
This thing, and I don't.
Sorry, that's all
I know it's terrible. Now, if you would wear that, you would wear a poncho.
Yeah.
I would not wear that.
I would not wear this.
But I have, yes, I wear a poncho. I would
Okay,
still wear a
I
poncho,
have.
but not that.
Well,
Sorry,
my
Gandalf.
little moo is nothing like that. I have a fleece moo, but it has arms and a pocket, and it's
I
just
know.
long. It's not
It's normal.
a fleece blanket with seams up the side.
This
if
is
you
called,
want
this
to-
is called a hoodie blanket.
I mean, that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is. It's just your bed.
Here's how you make it. You ready? I will tell you. You don't need a pattern. What you're
Tell
gonna
us.
do? You're gonna open up your fleece blanket. You're gonna find the center. So fold it in half.
Mhm.
Fold it in half the other way. You've got that little corner. You're gonna cut like I'm gonna say a 3-inch because you should end up with about a 9 to 11-inch neck hole. And then when you have that, fold it in half, whichever way you want. If you are a short person, you might want to go hot dog. If you are a tall, skinny person, you might want to go hamburger. You decide how you want to fold your blanket in half when you
I
put
don't
it
know what
on.
the hot dog and the hamburger is.
So you can even put it on, put it through your little head hole you just made, and decide where you want, how long it needs to be. We don't need to hem. So you need to decide if the 80-inch is going to go across your arms or if the 80-inch is going to go along the length because you're tall. You decide how that sits, and then you're going to start at the bottom of your hem and sew up, leaving about a 12-inch gap from your fold.
We need a video.
Oh, you don't make it. Buy a poncho.
We need a
Or $6 off of Walmart. I'll show you. It's that easy. Neck hole in the corner. Because you don't have to hem it. Fleece is not going to continue to fray.
That's right.
Whack your hole. Decide how you want it
I
to
would
fit.
just start with a square.
Hence what a fleece blanket is.
This is called
Don't
this is called a hooded blanket.
Your hooded blanket. Start with a blanket that you do not have to hem. So don't get something super big that you have to cut
Hideous.
down. Because
hideous.
nobody needs to hem. That's it. Fold that way. Measure 3 inches. Make a 3-inch circle.
I just think the idea of wearing my blanket to work is a good idea. Not that though. I think it should be fashionable.
Well, but that's definitely a poncho.
Right, a poncho. Yeah. See, it sounds way better when you say.
Look
that
it up
we
at
need to wear a
Walmart.
poncho.
They're on sale at Walmart.
A shawl. No, a shawl.
That's a
a
wrap.
shawl falls off.
I like your
We have
idea
to do
though
things.
of a poncho with an inside hoodie.
Mhm.
So it's just a beautiful
Little.
poncho, and then you have your hidden hoodie.
Mhm.
All right. So
I know.
Where'd you get
Right?
the chocolate? I have no idea
Right?
what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? I don't even know.
For all of us parents that have to hide all of our
That's
snacks.
right. That's right.
Inside
That's
hidden.
right.
Special. I had mine in my ice cube tray.
Yeah.
That's my chocolates.
Oh,
It's frozen anyway.
smart.
Nobody has anything to look there.
No.
They don't want the ice.
No.
Smart.
Fun.
So, anyways,
All right. Anyway,
my vote
that's
is for
my
poncho,
rant
not
and
a
rave.
footed
And
blanket.
when we are stopping to take plastic off, I'm gonna go shopping for more.
Some
I need to
discount
find that
ponchos.
$6 poncho before Tracy buys it.
Okay, this is Hoffman
boutiques.
Boutiques.
Oh,
And it could be one of their little spring
it could
sets.
be the spring set.
So every quarter they put together, I think 12 blended.
1895s. That and 1895 is their basic solidy kind of color, so
And
it's a little
here's
blendy.
our pattern to go with it. I was gonna say, and they usually put a pattern out with it. It's cute. Oh, palette of the season. That's what it's called.
Palette of the season.
So this is our free pattern that they give us. Beautiful little trees and pinwheels, perfect for your little trimmer doodad.
Cute.
And you just need little pieces. You don't need hardly anything. It makes it 52 by 68. Or you could just make a little one if you want to do a little wall quilt or a placemat.
Placemat.
Cute. So I have a few
Cute.
that are printed that Hoffman sent us. Otherwise,
And there's
you can get a-
3 boxes of Hoffman, right?
Yeah.
Did I see 3? Okay, so we're going to open the other boxes. We're going to take off the plastic.
These are all the colors you're going to see. And they are colors that we might have had in the past.
Oh, sure.
It's just a nice way that
Get a
get
collection.
some extra ones. Yeah. So we're gonna get some plastic off of these, and then we'll show you all the colors, and also let you know what the name of it is in case you want some.
Okay. Beautiful, very
Gorgeous.
bright, really, really nice. And so, what's
it's
always
spring.
nice about the palette of the season is that it's just a really nice way to refresh the solids that we have back in the boutique room. The other thing is that since it's kind of a curated collection that goes with the pattern, it is nice to go ahead. We'll cut a couple of these kits, so if it's something that you're interested in. What's nice about a kit is that if you have been on a little bit of a budget and you feel like I don't want to add any, just weird random pieces. What's nice about a kit is it's all been designed for you. It's all ready to
all
go so that
curated.
it's all, you're ready to go. You don't have to dig through stuff in your stash and decide if you have enough of something or is this the red that's going to work or whatever. And then if you're on your way to a retreat or a sewing weekend or you just want a project to work on, it's nice because it's all there. And I mention this all the time because I still feel like maybe some of you guys are still into your resolutions and you haven't given up yet.
Good for you.
Good for you. The idea of so many people say that they're going to just sew out of their stash and they're not going to buy any more fabric this year. No one ever makes it. Don't be the one. Don't be a hero. It's okay.
We know backing. We know
understand.
backgrounds.
Borders.
We understand.
Don't settle if it's not the right color. But one thing that I can tell you is that if you take all of that stashy stuff and you put it into your own kits,
Yeah.
it's a really nice way to use it. That way, when you find that one pattern, it's like, oh, now I have to tear through my stash to see what I need. No. Just go ahead and pick out those patterns and then just spend a day putting your own little kits together out of your stash. And it's a really good way to use that stuff up. And then you can see if there is something that you do
And
need.
it also is helpful when you're if you're reorganizing your stash or other things. You might find that, oh, I like these, but I need to find something to do with them. You'll have your little stack of, let's kit this up for your quick grab and goes. If you're going to go take an expended time and stay with family somewhere. If you have a couple retreats planned, but don't really know what you're going to take, you can just think, I'm just going to choose from one of these.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a UFO that I'm still working on and then take something new in case I finish it or in case I get bored.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to have the worry of, oh, if I go into that quilt shop, I'm going to buy something because I'm bored. You can just say, nope, I'm just here to look and, maybe just be along for the ride. But you'd have your grab and go pieces. I have
Right.
those.
And that's the other thing too, is that when you come here, so people that, and those of you guys that are local, you already know this, but the shop is fairly large. And so if you are coming here just once a year or twice a year or just for a retreat, it's overwhelming because there's so much to look at. So you almost have to have a mission and know that you've put these kits together and you need a border, a floral border, mostly pinks. You need a black and white backing. You need a solid black binding or whatever, and have your list so that you know what you're looking for. Otherwise, it gets a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
So, anyway, same thing when you go into a grocery store. I know that if I have a list and I stick with it,
It's
is
far more affordable.
far more affordable, and less gross. I end up buying nasty stuff.
Yeah, snacky things instead of
Things
the
that look
necessities.
good instead of things that I need.
And when you're at the quilt shop, we have a lot. I think every quilt shop is the same. We have lots of samples. If you look up, if you look up off of the fabric, you'll see a bunch of examples. We are great for inspiration. Whether that inspiration
Yeah.
is to clean your sewing room, get a project done, whatever that we're great for inspiration. But I agree, if you're coming in looking for a project, you're going to have way more options than you are.
Yeah,
You're
too
ready for.
overwhelming.
Because our shop is definitely a one-stop shop. You can get everything from solids to backings to a sewing machine.
That's right.
We
That's
have
right.
everything. So yeah, coming in with a mission is important. Even if it's like, oh, I don't have any white on white, so I just need some extra backgrounds. Just something
can help
that
you.
simple so that you feel that you left feeling accomplished and that you enjoyed your time and not like, I have no idea what I just saw.
Right. Right.
This is a blur
Right.
of color.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so we'll show you these up close so you can see. And maybe I'll find my glasses so I can tell you the names. Right? Do these have names?
Yes, they do. And again, 1895s is just Hoffman's solids, essentially.
Yeah.
They're basics.
It's their basic color. So if you
These are
kind of
so
look at this
beautiful.
green, this is probably the easiest one to sort of see what that texture is, because you might find on some of the others that it's maybe not quite so obvious what it is. But it's a really nice sort of watercolory kind of texture. So really, really pretty. Very almost Eastery,
Yeah.
I feel like. Okay, you want to start down here with the pink?
Yep.
So this beautiful pink is called hibiscus. And then this really nice white is just called snow.
And there's a
And
little
can you
bit
see
of
a little
blue.
bit of blue in there, which is perfect. That kind of seems like snow. Is it showing up?
Not quite.
This one is called daffodil. And this is sort of funny. So guess what this is called?
I would say lilac or tulip, maybe.
This is called New Year's.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Well,
This one is called squash. And this one is Riviera.
and this one has a little bit of a green tint. I feel like it's coming through my camera very blue. A little bit green.
Do you think it's green? I
A
don't think
teal.
it's green.
I think it's a tealy blue.
Oh, tealy blue. I agree. I think it's a tealy,
tealy blue.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's really pretty. And this is a really nice
It's
red.
beautiful.
Gorgeous red. Red is the hardest one. And this one is called Chili's.
Yeah.
Did I say what the blue was? Yeah, Riviera. This one is called Tavarua.
Awesome.
Tavarua. Tavarua. I have no idea what that is.
It's a beautiful green. I think it's a really great Christmas green, Christmas red.
Beautiful.
Beautiful combination.
And then this one is called Parsley.
Close to Presley, Paisley, Paisley.
Parsley.
Aw,
This one is called Tupelo.
cute.
And then these last two blues, this one is called Montego. And this is a very pastel-y blue. See the difference between these two? Very pastel-y. Gosh, it's like one shade difference.
Yeah.
And this one is called Cabana.
There you go. Beautiful.
Yeah. Really, really pretty. All right, I love them. And then,
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a palette of the seasons category together so that you will see these new 1895s and that free pattern for you guys. And then eventually that'll go away and you'll just see them in the boutique section. But then it's easier to shop. If one of these was perfect for a backing, a border, whatever, or if you're like, oh, that kit is cute and
how would you feel about maybe some fat quarters of them too?
Sure, I think
Because
they're
I feel like I would these are all, what's nice about this is these are all clear colors.
right.
If you just have some other, weird bright panel and you don't know what you're going to do with it or something else that you want to do and you want to just pick some bright colors, this is perfect. This is a nice rainbow. There's nothing missing out of this. So, I think a fat quarter packet
quarter
would be kind of
packets?
nice. So
Yeah.
maybe do some of those too.
We'll do some fat critter packets and a couple kits.
Okay.
And then you guys can do whatever you want with the rest of it.
Awesome.
All right, I'm going to get this. I moved out of the way, and then I've got 6 more boxes right over here.
Yes. Are those Free Spirit?
I think so. Ooh, I bet it was. They are. pre-cuts. Fat quarters. Looks like there's some 10-inch squares in here.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, some 5-inch squares. I'm gonna get these all undone so I can show off all the different colorways that I have. So let me get them all open real fast. Let me show you up close. Don't leave me yet.
No, because also we need to explain to you how the Kaffe pre-cuts work. It's a little bit unusual.
Yeah.
Okay, these are fantastic.
Yeah. Cave pre-cuts. There are 6 different color variations and they're all
They're
beautiful.
all absolutely fantastic. So let me tell you about Kaffe. So if you don't know who Kaffe is, I feel like everybody knows who Kaffe is. Kaffe has been around for quite a while now, and he is somebody who appeals to pretty much every genre. So,
yeah.
Modern quilters love Kaffe. People that do eclectic,
Like art quilting,
collage, big thing in collage. There's just, probably the only ones is maybe anybody who does any reproduction. There isn't anything reproduction-ish about him. But, and he has a lot of kind of basic patterns, you know, the Millefiori and, the dahlias, and then he recolors them a little bit. And then what'll happen is you'll see kind of that same design, but now it's in this new blue hues or pink hues or whatever. And then what happens is at the beginning of the season, and that is it, is when they decide how they're going to package the fat quarters.
Yeah.
And so they
all
might
their
do something
pre-cuts are done right now.
right.
And then by, July, they could be sold out and you're done for the rest of the year until
Yeah.
the next season comes around where he does more.
And we
and
kind
they're
of learned that the
Always
hard way.
different.
Always different, because they would say, oh, this is called his classics. These are the classics, and these are the classic blues, and these were the whatever. And no.
Misunderstood. Classic doesn't mean basic.
No.
Classic means when
That
they're
was what they called that colorway.
yeah, and when they're gone, they're gone. You just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there might be, we had some that were called parakeet and some that were called emperor and whatever, but that they gave them a name, but once they're gone, they're gone.
Mhm.
And so, we had somebody that we waited and waited thinking for sure
They were
that they were going
coming.
to come back because they let us order them and there is no such thing. So anyway, so if there's something here that you love, and again, if there's a possibility that your local quilt shop has it, then that would be great. We encourage you to shop locally. If not, we have what we have, and when they're gone, they're gone. So what would happen is if we oversell something, which happens every once in a while, if somebody checks out within 60 seconds of somebody else, we will take both of your money, but we only have one. And so somebody, whoever is second,
there will be a winner and there will be a loser. Unfortunately,
you'll get a phone call and we'll say,
nice.
so
Can we switch it out for something else? What was your second option? Yeah. So
what can we do to help you? And what we do know now is we won't wait. There is no opportunity for it to come in later. So we've learned our lesson with that. But anyway, beautiful, beautiful colorways. I feel like I'm never, ever disappointed.
and in every colorway, we've got the fat quarter bundle, 5-inch squares,
5-inch squares,
10-inch squares,
10-inch squares,
and the little jelly rolls.
and jelly rolls.
And all the colors. I'm just going to show you the fat quarters because what's really important is the colors. If you like the colors, you pick the shape you want them in.
Yes.
I do have to say fat quarters are the first ones to sell out.
Yes.
It's just a easier option. You can do way more with the fat quarter than you can with the 5-inch squares. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind. The one Mom has in her hand is,
What is it called? Does it have a name? I'm sure it has a name.
yeah. I mean,
It's called Classics. Oh, no.
right there.
Oh, Title. Yeah, I think it's called
Title.
Title.
Mm-hmm.
Title. And that makes sense to me that it's called Title. So, because it's greens and blues.
And there are 20 fat quarters.
20 fat quarters. And you can see. And I don't know, it could be, is the picture that you're going to put up, will it kind of be one of those?
I don't know. Sometimes Free Spirit will
Whatever
do
they
a fanned picture, but sometimes they won't.
Beautiful. It's just those typical Kaffe
You won't go wrong.
textures. No, pick the color that you like. So this one is greens, blues, and teals primarily. This one is called Title. And then, what's that one?
This one is Sorbet.
It's beautiful.
Pastels. It would look really good with all those batiks from Hoffa
yeah,
we
it
just
would.
opened.
Oh, yeah.
So a nice pink, peach, yellow, a little bit of lime green, a couple shades of purple, lilac. Really beautiful pieces. And again, same thing. You're going to get all different prints in there.
Scale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say too that I feel like this one is fairly rare. This is pretty classic,
Yep.
for Kaffe, and even this one, you're going to feel like you've seen this one
The
before.
pastel
That
sets.
is unique.
I agree.
Yeah, that's pretty unique.
And again, this one is 20 fat quarters. Also comes in 5-inch squares, 10-inch squares, and 2.5-inch strips.
This one is called Royal, and this one also 5-inch squares, 2.5-inch strips, 10-inch squares, or the fat quarters. Beautiful.
If you were still in love with my tri-dazzle that I did in the Emperor,
Yes.
get this one.
Yes.
Same color story, just maybe different prints.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Purple and blue. There's just
wrong.
such saturated color when he does his stuff. It really is nice. If you want a quilt that is, mixed and sort of looks effortlessly pieced, his fabrics are kind of known for that.
This one is called Spectrum. Another one that I think is easily remade throughout the seasons because he does kind of the rainbow. So you get your red, orange, yellow, green, purple, pinks. You get all of those, but I feel like this one has a lot of floral in it.
A lot of large prints, large
Which
scale prints. Lots of it doesn't matter.
Fabulous.
You're going to get florals.
No matter what.
matter which one you pick, it isn't going to matter.
No.
Yeah.
It's,
And some of his florals, like, his mums and his dahlias are kind of true to life. And some of them are.
and even those
cool.
little wonky plaids, those are fabulous. So yeah, so Spectrum. Again, all the pre-cuts. And then we might not have this exact piece of fabric in stock, but we have a huge Kaffe collection. So
Yeah.
if you do want to get a pre-cut and go ahead right away, get 1.5 yards of a fabric you think is right, let us know in the notes. Say, hey, I'm going to make something that's going to be my border. Make sure it's the right color. We'll handle that for you. Because again, Kaffe doesn't reprint. He's just going to decide to recolor some. But if that's one that you think is perfect, get it next. You won't be able to
And
find
it could be that next year, this one is available. We just never know. Absolutely don't know. Or it could be this print, but it's going to be only done in purple and blues.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
Yeah.
You just don't know what he's going to do. So that's why that's that rule of thumb. Get it while you can get it because you don't even know what's going to happen after that.
And
this one
Mom's
is called
is
Ruby.
So more red.
Reds and pinks. Yeah. Yeah. Really, really nice. There's some really bright pinks in there.
This
And
one,
then-
this is one of my
Oh.
favorite ones. This one I've never seen before. This one they call Polaris. You can tell your snowmobiler husband or four-wheeler husband, hey, got a really good deal.
Like we should open that one
My
up.
husband has a Polaris couple things, and he'd be mad if I told him I bought one. But
I'm going to open this one up because
this one is so cool. So this one actually has a lot of black. Yeah, I'm gonna get one. Has a lot of black and white with color. I think it's very unique. So if you are someone who's maybe new to quilting, you like Kaffe, but that's a lot to commit to. This one has probably 10 black and white pieces to 10 prints, but it is stunning. So again, fat quarters, 10-inch squares, 5-inch squares, and 2.5-inch strips. But it is groovy. It is so cool. I wish you guys have seen me drool over fabric a lot between these last 2 weeks, and I wish my house was as crazy as my fabric style, but
I know.
Robert makes me reel that crazy in.
I know. He does. You can see why, too, the collage people really like this stuff because you can cut so
Like
many
this,
of these great
every
big
once in a
florals
while,
out.
we see in 108. This one, like at the moment of filming, we have this in like a teal background in 108. But I think the black and whites are also cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that one.
Mm-hmm. Look at this one with the screen. I know. Sorry, there's at least one of these. that we
Did I
have to
tell you what
open
this
them
one
up.
was called? Oh yeah, Polaris.
Polaris.
Look at that.
This one is fun.
And cut up into like a scrappy, cool cat's cradle block, a bunch of half square triangles. This is going to look like 3 different pieces of fabric, but give off the same, vibe.
This one. And look at all of these black and whites in here. And this is the shark teeth. Shark teeth is super, super popular. Right now, we only have this on a bolt, the navy blue shark teeth. The black and white shark teeth, we ordered 4 bolts of this,
And he
and
doesn't
it
know
was
if we're gonna
not
get it.
enough. But 4 bolts, we sold out in one day
Yeah.
of the 4 bolts.
And
of it.
Aaron did say when he was here last that they are really seriously thinking of reprinting it because it's so popular.
We already
So
have our order
We
in.
have our order in.
knows?
Again, we'll be surprised. Look how cool this one is. Looks like little sashiko bits.
little Millefiori.
I know, you're going to say, oh my gosh, you should do that with the spec. I'm not going to do with the other ones.
This one she's taking. So
I'll
we've
go in.
touched it, we've mushed it up, and
Yeah.
we're gonna wad it up in a ball.
Oh, she's going to throw it in a bag and take it home.
But how fun though for you to see that that's what will happen is as you
It's just
open up
exciting.
all different exciting textures,
Yeah.
which is really kind of nice. And so I feel like there's different schools of thought. You can probably do a little bit more with the fat quarter because you can get strips or half strips or 5-inch squares or 10-inch squares, whatever you want to out of it. You can make all kinds of things. But what's really nice is that it's hard to cut up.
It is.
Because it's so
pretty.
beautiful. So if you get something that's already cut into 5-inch squares or 10-inch squares,
It won't have to be that hard to decide what you're going to use it into. Whether it's going to be a really fun log cabin, if it's just going to be a whole bunch of squares, like we have the, what is it called? That one. Simply Charming, which is just squares with a background.
yeah.
And you can just sew it all together and love every single piece because every single piece is gorgeous.
Yeah, because if you were to do that, you should grab that quilt.
And-
Because if you were to do this Simply Charming and you were just gonna decide to do that, it doesn't have to be white. You'll see that our sample has a white background. But Brianna is right. It could be out of a color. Go ahead and do this one and the pink background.
Which
you
means
know.
you're going to
Oh,
primarily
did you hear that?
see-
She went, ooh.
It's going to be primarily pink. So if you want to see more of that teal or that aqua, go that way. But this is what Simply Charming is. Your pattern, you can get it in, it's one of Mom's patterns. So you can do it in PDF or printed form. And the pattern is for 5-inch squares or 10-inch squares if you want to make it queen size.
It's so
But get
fast.
one layer cake and some sort of background piece.
Again,
Again,
if you want to do a border.
yeah. And your border piece. So yeah,
Really fast.
super fun. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to do some shopping on our own. But before we do anything else, the other thing too that Tracy is back there working
Villa
on.
Rosa.
Villa Rosa came in. So we have a couple of options. We have lots of Villa Rosa patterns. We really love them. We love that they
15
are a
spots left.
couple of dollars. What's that?
15 spots left.
15 spots left. Super inexpensive, and they are just the right size to go into a birthday card or a get well card. You can just kind of collect them, put them in a little recipe card file so that you can go through and even have them organized by something to do with panels, something to do with fat quarters, something that's all half square triangles. But they're really kind of nice, and they
use
come out with.
Go ahead.
They come out with 5 new ones every month, and we are on their subscription to get 5 new ones. And then we have done a subscription for you. And that's what Tracy said, is that there's 15 spots left, where if you want 5 new Villa Rosa patterns every single month, they'll come right to your door. You just have to pay up front. So if you decide to do that now, you will get March. They'll go out next week.
You'll get
January and February and March. So
and
we'll
December,
catch you up.
because
Oh, and
they
December. We
started
start in
in
December. You'll get 4 months, and then every month you'll get another shipment. And so you only pay for your shipping the first time, and then we pay for your shipping after that. So it's a pretty good deal. I think you end up getting 2 months for free, and then you're shipping for free after you.
And
paid the
she
first time.
usually ships out your Villa Rosa subscription around like the 10th or the 15th of the month. Unless we see your order come in sooner, then we'll stick your Villa Rosa bundle in with an order.
Yeah.
So if sometimes like I have no idea when she's sending them out, it's kind of based off when you purchase something, or it goes out for sure by the 15th of every month.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what they are.
All right.
This one is called Barnum.
Cute.
And
2.5 inch strips.
2.5-inch strips.
Cute.
I know. Super cute. Easy.
This one is espresso. So it uses a horizontal panel, or it can be just a really cool horizontal piece, a border print. It could be anything you want. You can kind of see it better back here. And then you have all of your fun accent pieces. Fast, easy, fat quarters, and a panel, or a piece you just can't cut up.
Yeah. This one is called Miranda. And so it might be hard to see that. So it's made out of 10 fat quarters. And so again, you can kind of see the pieces a little bit better when they're just on those solids in there. But what's kind of fun is that when you have fabric that has a whole lot going on, like this one does, it's almost hard to see the block, because all you really see is all of that fabric
Yeah.
that has done all of that work for you, which is really nice. So just 10 fat quarters for that one.
This one is FaceTime. So it takes a really cool portrait piece, or you can do a piece that you just can't cut up and do it. Like those really cool Hoffman ones we just had. I think this would be great if you feel like you want to turn it into something.
Yeah, because those are 12.5-inch squares.
You put a sash on, put a little thing in. I mean, I feel like Hoffman has already printed that
Has
for
done
you.
that for you.
But if you want to add other colors, you could do that. Also a good thing to do, because it's a 12.5-inch square, do it with a t-shirt. Stabilize, cut off your arms and your neck of your t-shirt, stabilize it with a non-woven fusible interfacing the backside of your t-shirt so it won't keep stretching, trim those babies up, and you'll have a really cool t-shirt quilt for your graduate.
This one is called what? Southern Peach. It's done out of 8 fat quarters and then 2 contrast fabrics, or a half a yard of a contrast. And so again, if you see this side again, you can see that it's just really easy little rectangles and then
Beautiful.
separated with some contrast pieces. So these are the 5 new ones. We have a bunch of others, but those of you guys that are on the subscription next week, she'll be mailing these out, or in 2 weeks, unless we see your order sooner.
Yeah.
And then you'll get those.
And then we do have a few that we have that just are in our collection of Villa Rosa. You can buy onesie twosies. So you don't have to
Oh,
buy
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
whole. You don't have to do the subscription to get those.
no, yeah,
but-
or any of those. Yeah. All right. Oh
Okay.
my gosh, that was a lot of boxes, but not. There was only, well, a lot of cake.
Pre-cuts. Yeah.
And again, check. So you're going to move the cake category
Yeah.
up to the top.
Yep.
There's a lot of, not a lot, but there's other pre-cuts that are available and lots of fabric that'll go with it. We keep a fair amount of cake in
Yeah.
stock, but anyway,
It's cool stuff.
it's good stuff.
I mean, it's unique, and every time he comes up with something new, it's not going to be something you've seen before.
right.
And then we had the Hoffman palette of the seasons.
Yeah.
So the nice, really spring, more solid. We've got some kits and fat quarters, and of course yardage of those.
And more,
Oh, your 108s.
more 108s.
There's a lot back there, so peruse
I think
the
we've
108s.
opened 108s almost
Every time. Yeah.
No.
It's getting tight back there.
Yeah. But the other thing too that I'm going to mention, because I know we opened it a couple days ago, is we opened some more of those 3-yard cuddle cuts.
Oh.
So those have kind of also been sort of slowly eking in, 1 or 2 at a time. So I think at the moment we've got like some white and we've got some black. And so those are 3 yards. So they are 90 by 108 inch. So if you've been waiting for a color to come, there's like some dark blue came in, white, black, and maybe gray.
Yeah.
So anyway, some of those basic colors. So they're slowly starting to come in again. So you can check on those.
And then don't forget to always check clearance. I clearanced before we left on Tuesday, and I know I'll have to find homes for new fabric when we get home. I get back to work
Yes.
tomorrow. So, and then you'll see even more clearance. So make sure you have a little once a week, whether it's Sunday after
Just
box
go
openings
check.
or Wednesday. Go check, because every day I'm moving something around.
Yeah. And then also 2 other little like last minute reminders brought to you by, sponsored by, your Shop Hop magazine. We should grab one of those.
yeah, right here.
Just in case you don't have yours yet, if you are in Washington or Oregon, you need this. This is a requirement. All of your shops are in there. Your passport is in there for doing the Shop Hop. Lots of prizes, lots of gifts, lots of fun things. If you are not from Washington or Oregon, you probably would just like it.
It's pretty cool.
It's really nice. There's lots of patterns in there. It's, I think, a quilting magazine. I don't feel like we see those as much anymore. It didn't used to be that you'd stand there waiting for your.
and see a whole bunch of them. Man, I don't know.
I don't know.
And there are 6 full patterns in here, 73 participating shops. So the only thing we know about those 73, we're on
we're
page
one.
41. But also, if you plan to come travel and
Yeah.
see this part of the area, whether it's because you're in a retreat and you're doing an extended stay, if you're coming this way, grab one and then make your own little. And the Shop Hop is nice because they're going to give you the best route.
Yeah.
And we know they're open in business and having shoppers come in, so you don't have to really call ahead to ask them if they're still available.
Yeah.
But it's cool. But yeah, if you want to be a part of the All-State Shop Hop, this is how you get your passport.
And what will happen is if shops that sell out,
You can't start there.
I mean, you have to find some other place that has one. If you think there's the slightest possibility that you're going to do it, the passport is only in the magazine.
There's
so
not an
I
app
feel
or
like that
anything.
might be weird. I mean, it might seem strange, but it's just the way that these guys do it.
Yeah.
The other thing too is there's lots of places that collect these people that collect the magazines because I think that this whole all state shop hop thing has been around for a long time. First time over here in the Pacific Northwest, but
And it runs through April 1st through May 31st. So you do have a whole
two
month.
full months. Two
So
full months.
Yeah.
All
two
of
full
April
months and
all of May.
So if you're coming out on any of that time, it is worth it. So
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah. All right. And we're still taking mug rugs and
Yes, placemats.
placemats.
Yeah. Can't wait to see how many we have when we get home.
No, we'll do a special little box opening Wednesday night. So you will see us at our regular time in our regular chairs for Fabric Chat Wednesday morning. And then we will do a special box opening. Maybe we'll do some then if we have too many. Otherwise,
hope
you'll
we
see
have
the
too
rest.
many.
I hope we have too many.
You guys are awesome.
I know. And then if not, we'll do them Wednesday night for box opening. We'll show you guys because we'll show you everything we get before we give it to McKay Memorial. So, all right.
All right.
Okay.
Have a great rest of your day,
Yeah.
and we'll see you in a couple days.
Bye.
Bye.
And this is what your ruler looks like. So first you want to start by making your half square triangle. And of course, to do that, we just use that quick quarter ruler. Oh,
Wrong cutter.
and drew a line and sewed 1/4 of an inch on both sides. And then what happens is, let's see, is it okay if it's
Yeah,
if they're in front instead of on our side? So can you see that little dashed line? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that right on the sewn line right there.
And again, before you press, guys, you trim
Before
before,
you
you
press.
press.
Before you press, instead of, because, well, let's go back. So the way that I would do this is I would then go ahead and press this open, right? Press this open. And then I would go to my, I would get my square and I would cut these two sides and cut those two sides down to my 2 inch, which is then going to finish at 1.5 inches. Well, with these guys, before you press, you're just going to line that up on your stitched edge right there. And I'm just going to trim up the side here. This would be easier if I had like a
Rotating
I'm
mat.
holding it funny. And then check this out. I'm going to come right in here and cut this off. Did I cut that off? I didn't hear it cut. Yeah, I did.
so.
Okay. And then it's cut off those little dog ears there. So then now when I go to the ironing board to press, sorry, I have this perfect half square triangle that's already the right size.
That's pretty
I
awesome.
don't then have to do any other trimming. And I've done all of that with just my 2 cuts. And then I've cut off my little dog ears. So same thing with a bigger one here. Oh, I'm kind of, this must be,
And again,
Getting-
you would follow the instructions on whatever pattern you're making half square triangles for. Mom and I just found 2 scrappy squares and
yeah.
made our own whatever. But if you're doing a pattern that says, you need 64 2-inch finished half square triangles, this is just going to square those up for you as a trim tool.
And then I'm going to come back. Yeah, that's just like super slick.
Yeah, it is.
And there it is. And this is going to be a 5-inch finished. Well done.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.